Hello, hello. It is Jessica here. Welcome back to Jessie Kate Creates. In today's video, I have a project share for you guys on this clean and simple floral birthday card. This was a really fun card to make, and I used a couple pre-made elements. So let's get into what I used for this card. So we'll start with the main element on this card, which is this gorgeous watercolor floral bouquet with those beautiful gold accents. And this is actually washi tape. So this is a roll of washi tape from Pinkfresh Studio. They have a whole line of washi tapes and matching stamps and dies. I forget the name of this particular washi tape. I will go ahead and put it up here on the screen somewhere for you guys. But it has all of these gorgeous floral watercolors. And I don't have the stamp set that coordinates with this, but I do have the matching die set that you can see here. Joyful Bouquet. This is the Joyful Bouquet washi. That's the name of it. But you can see here I have the coordinating die that cuts out all of these really pretty images. And that's what I did. I peeled this off and put it onto some 80-pound cardstock and then used the dies to cut it out. So that is how I got this gorgeous floral image on my card, and it is just so beautiful. Now I thought this looked really nice, and this bouquet actually has it has the stems of the florals on it, but I thought it would be really fun to just cut those off and turn it into like flowers in a vase instead. So you can see here, I just went ahead, I think I cut them off here maybe, but yes, I'll see if you can see that up close. Okay, right here, I went ahead and cut off those stems, and then I used a white gel pen to kind of color over where the color was, so it would be a little bit less noticeable and be a little bit more seamless. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can kind of see that right there. But I think it works really well. I think if I hadn't pointed it out to you, you wouldn't notice I did that. So I went ahead and cut off the stem, so I had this beautiful floral arrangement. And then I looked through my stash for something I could use as a vase for these flowers. And do you know what I ended up using, you guys? I ended up using a die for a champagne flute. That's right. The die I used to make that vase is from the Drink Dies by the ton. I used these two together. It cuts out the champagne flute and then like the outline of the champagne flute. So as you can see here, for the champagne flute itself, I cut it out of white cardstock and did some ink blending onto it. And then for the outline, the stitched outline of the vase, this die here, I used gold cardstock because I wanted the gold from the florals to tie in somewhere on the vase. One of my tricks when I make a card, I like to, if I have like a specific color or element, I like to, as an accent, I like to have it 3 places on the card so it feels intentional. So here the gold is in the florals, it's on the champagne vase, and it's in the sentiment that we'll get to in a second. But I just thought this was so fun because by turning that champagne flute upside down, all of a sudden it looks like a vase. And that's just another way to get even more bang for your buck, is when you use your supplies in kind of creative ways, or maybe ways that they weren't intended to be used as. But I think it looks really good and it looks like a vase. Now I didn't want it to just be white, so I did take some ink, and I'm sorry you guys, I cannot remember the name of the ink that I used. It actually might be Antique Linen from Distress Inks, but I'm not 100% sure. But you could use any color. I think this would also be really pretty if you used like a soft blue. But I just went through my inks and I found a light color that kind of matched here. So I thought this color matched maybe some of the like creamy orangey coral colors in this flower. So that's why I picked that color. Okay, next I needed a background for this card, and I wanted this floral to really be the star of the show. So I wanted to keep the background white but still add texture. So I decided to use an embossing folder, and I used this super pretty one here. This is the Greek Key embossing folder from Park Lane. You can pick this up at Joann's. And I thought it kept it kind of like classy looking, but still added some really nice texture to the card. So now the last thing to do is that I needed a sentiment for this card, and I knew I wanted a birthday card. So I just looked through my stash for some birthday stamps I really like, and I landed on this stamp set. It is the Sending Floral Wishes from the Spellbinders Clear Stamp of the Month from July 2021. So I'm pretty sure this is not available anymore, but look through your stash and see what you have that could work. I just pulled this happy birthday sentiment and I embossed it on a piece of white cardstock and then cut that out and popped it up. So you can see all of the elements on the front of this card are popped up onto one layer of foam tape. So it does have just a little bit of dimension to it, but it's still going to go through the mail just fine. Now for the inside of this card, I wanted it to tie into the front. So, oh, and I'll show you too. This is an A2 size card, and I just went through my stash and found a light kind of pinky cream card base, again, because I thought it kind of matched some of the colors in this bouquet. So for the inside of this card, I just picked this sentiment, wishing you an amazing day, from the same stamp set. I thought that worked really lovely. And I also picked this floral to decorate the inside of my card. And I just stamped those down with Concord and 9th Stardust ink. So it still feels like gold on the inside of the card without having to do heat embossing. That's one of the reasons I really like that Stardust ink from Concord and 9th. So it ties the gold from the front of the card into the inside of the card. And while I had my stamps out, I also decided to just pull a gray envelope and stamp that same floral on the front that's on the inside of the card, so that it all just really ties and goes together. And that's the card. Let me know, do you guys ever look through your stash and try to use your supplies in creative or unintended ways? If so, let me know some of the most creative uses that you have found for some of your products in the comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That helps other people find my channel, and it lets YouTube know that you like the videos I put out. If you want to catch the videos I put out every week, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so that you get notified every time I put out a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.